welcome everybody to my preview for the 2026 Formula 1 Monaco Grand Prix. If you don't know, every single Thursday before the F1 weekend starts, we hop on stream, we have a look at all the news from the week, and just discuss everything coming on in to Monaco. Now, I am live a little bit earlier than usual, so Media Day is still happening in Monaco, so there's still going to be stuff coming through as we go live, and probably maybe even after I finish going live. Normally, though, I would go live a little bit later and just cover everything, but I'm going out later tonight, so I'm going live earlier to cover everything. Anyways, we had a specific stream talking about all the Gucci news, but for people who don't know, Gucci has entered Formula 1 as the title partner for Alpine. Absolutely crazy. Cannot believe it, to be honest. It just still doesn't look right, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Obviously, I did a whole stream on that, so we won't talk too much about that, but I think this is great for the sport. I think this is great for Alpine. I think this is great for Gucci. I think this is great for the fans. I feel like everyone wins. I don't see how anyone loses with this partnership, so yeah. Anyways, continuing on, we're going all the way back to the 27th of May, so basically 8 days ago. Let's first off look at these two new things. New Mercedes trick. To keep the tires at an optimal temperature in Canada, Mercedes used a trick with the brakes. Through a system, they managed to gradually increase the tire temperature by transferring heat from the brakes to the tire casings. They sacrificed performance and quality for it, but it didn't hurt them due to the advantage they have over the rest. Now, that kind of reminds me of brake dragging in iRacing, doesn't it? Kind of reminds me of brake dragging in iRacing. About the posts that have been popping up these days claiming that the Mercedes engine has been declared illegal. This is news that's been known for many months. Exactly. Starting June 1st, they will stop measuring the internal combustion engine compression at room temperature and will start measuring at 130 degrees Celsius. This changes absolutely nothing. In fact, these are rumors. There are rumors that the FIA plans more rigorous inspections starting in August. In short, Mercedes is zero worried about this change in the way the compression is measured because they believe they passed the test without any issues. The posts you're seeing are either for farming interactions or due to lack of knowledge. Thank you, Natchez. I am sick of opening up social media and saying, Mercedes engine banned, Mercedes engine banned. I had someone at the gym be like, oh, the Mercedes engine's banned. Banned. It's not banned. It's not banned. The Mercedes engine is not banned. The testing of the engine is different, which means they will get disqualified if they don't fall under the testing. But obviously, they're not going to let that happen. So it's not banned. The engine isn't banned. They don't have to make a new fucking engine. They just have to adapt their engine, which they've known about since fucking March. March, April, May. 3 months. They've had 3 months to fix this issue. They are fine. They are fine. Will it make a bit of a difference? Yes. It might slow them down a little bit. It might have slowed the development progress because they've had to focus on this instead of other things. It's not banned, though. Oh, my God. I actually can't with these clickbait accounts, man. I can't with these clickbait farming accounts. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we're not going to be able to see it in Monaco. Oh, my God. I cannot wait. I do not... I'm not looking forward to seeing when Ferrari or McLaren or Red Bull, hopefully, win this weekend instead of Mercedes. And everyone's like, look, the engine. No. Monaco's an outlier. We will not know how much this affects Mercedes' engine until we get to Spain. This weekend, let's enjoy it and not think too much about it. Anyways, scrolling on. XQC got flashbacks while reacting to Only Pixel's struggle using his wheel. Why did I put this in the F1 chat?
What do you mean, bro?
Jack, it's not his fault, Jack. It's not his fault. Jack, the game with a wheel is just bad.
At least X kind of sits properly.
Man, fuck, that was fun though. That was...
Bruh, these guys. There's an isolated, this is weird. There's an isolated thunderstorm that's formed north of Milton Keynes. As there's clear blue skies around it in all directions. It should be visible from 50 to 100 miles away. What is Red Bull cooking, bruh? What is Red Bull cooking? Look, this is what it looks like. Isn't that weird? Red Bull's got the fucking Demogorgon teleport, whatever you fucking call it. The upside down portal in their factory. How Bowie Knife AI driver from Forza Horizon 6 is moving lately. Facts. Shut up, Bowie Knife. Mohammed Ben Sulayem wants to remove FIA presidential term limits, allowing him to stay beyond the current 12-year gap. The proposal will be voted on next month. Fair enough. You do you, broski. You do you. Roman, Skiwee, Squee-wee. What is up, dude? Welcome to the stream, guys. Happy birthday, Eve. It actually is this time. It is. Last day as a 24-year-old, and then I become unk status. Quarter of a century. Can you believe it? Quarter of a century. Oh my god. They're testing way below operating temps, so we'll probably do nothing. Exactly. These regs were really not ready for this year. Wait, what do you mean? We're chilling. They're going satanic rituals. We see it every day in March in US. The wind tunnel in play. He wants V8 engine, so allow it. Yep, fair. Breaking local king wishes to remain in power forever. Honestly. A majority is now reportedly in favor of the 2027 60-40 combustion engine split. Red Bull, Ford, Mercedes, Honda, and Cadillac. Ferrari and Audi saying no. Wow, just well. Oscar was on the Isle of Man this weekend watching the Isle of Man TT. Exactly 3 years ago, Fernando Alonso pitted to put on mediums instead of intermediates in Monaco. He could have got a podium, or maybe even dubbed that race. What is this? Nice. Do not let Oscar Piastri wear a special helmet again.
I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this.
Nice. Let's keep the streak up. Special helmet this weekend. Let's keep it up. Kiwi and to the... Are these straight off the F1 Reddit? What are these, bro? I might have to time you out for that one. New Oscar beam just dropped. That is funny. Well, I hope this big fan wins. He even tagged all his friends. Shout out Jules Gounon. Entering the Max Verstappen giveaway. Overtaking through Bay. Vote on your overtake of the month. What we got? Alright, I can't watch these because I'm live on YouTube. 2026 Formula 1 drivers real height. So Ollie Behrman's the tallest. Wow, Ollie's the tallest now. 1.88. Then Albon, then Ocon, Russell, Bortoletto, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Verstappen, Leclerc, Piastri. So I'm the same height as Carlos and Oscar. Yeah, okay. Gasly, Lando, Franco, Lewis, Liam, Bottas, Lindblad. Oh, there's more. Perez. Wow, Perez is short. What the fuck? Antonelli, Alonso, Hadjar. Damn. Perez is short as fuck. The girl you like, her ex, her crush, her boyfriend, you. Poor man's. Happy birthday to Fred. Did Monaco just casually leak McLaren's special race suit? Oh, it's just so special. I'm so pissed off that they leaked it, man. Also, why is it a photo of him leaning? What the hell? What the hell is that? Guys, what's the Discord? Explanation about Discord. There you go. There's no way we have a dictatorship at F1 after Messi. We've got worse corruption than North Korea at this point. Yep. Mercedes engine got nerfed. Next race, Monaco. Ferrari is the best in the corners. Life update. We're so back. 5,000 euro fine. 5,000 euro fine. 50,000 euro fine. The Lando X McLaren 1000th GP. How? Also got leaked early. Bro, I think this is so dead. I actually really liked these helmets for Leclerc and Lewis. These look so dead with the split. I actually hate them. And I actually think Lando's one looks poo as well. Like, Lando's side looks poo. I feel like they didn't really do a good job with this one in comparison to the Ferrari ones. Monaco's updated track map has 0 straight modes. So we're going to have no straight modes this weekend in Monaco, which is very interesting. We don't have a straight mode here or here. What's the reason behind, and up here, what's the reason behind the straight modes again? They want to reduce, what was the reason they want to do it? Nimbus, what is up, dude? Oi, oi, legend. Wait, is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? No, it's not. I thought you were someone else for a second there. Wait, is that... It is who I think it is. No, it can't be. It can't be. Wait. Is it who I think it is or no? Type your old name in chat if it's you. What is going on in Discord? Miller's mate. Wait. Wait, now I'm even more confused. Miller's mate. Oh, see Miller Music. I see. Sorry, my best friend's called, last name's Miller. Now I know. Sorry. I was thinking of someone else, but now I remember. Yes. How you doing, dude? Wait, what happened? What happened? Okay, mod cleaned it up. Yo! Exo sub's kind of cooked. I actually like these. Listen, I got bored as fuck. Leave me alone. I mean, we are working on these. No show for work. Ponden's F1 fans. Ponden has already the Monaco GP badge. Yes, we're going to have special badges for each Grand Prix. So if you watch the stream, you get a badge. Wait, these are really simple. I kind of like these. How did you make these? Echo's nice. I think I might still stick to my design, but I really like this. This is super clean. Why is that an emote? But yeah, this is clean. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember how I said I'm going to have it for Monaco. I've just been so busy. I haven't done it. Trust me. Spain, we're cooking. All right? Trust me. What happened? Anything about giving not Sunrise mod? Oh, wait. Let me do that real quick. Roles. Mod. What was I going to say? I can't remember. What was even in the Discord? What was it? Anyways, back to this. What was the straight mode for? Sorry, why don't they want straight mode here? What was the reason? Stop fucking picking me! Straight anal. Okay, what are we? Straight anal penetration. Whoa. Who was it? Oh, I'm glad they're banned. That's crazy. Okay. We're chilling. How's it going though, Nimbus? Bates by Nimbus was my name. Right. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. Cause it's too fast. How is Monaco too fast? I'm confused, bro. We saw that already. What is this? Because there's no straights. No, there is straights though. In Barcelona, Ferrari will present its second aerodynamic package featuring an enhanced front wing whose design should align with the current trend. Vasseur and his engineers hope to thus secure a theoretical gain of 2/10. Aiden Norris, name of the volley. Even ancient insects are joining the papaya fan club. Scientists found a 100-million-year-old flat wasp fossil trapped in amber and named it Giuseppe Piastri after Oscar Piastri McLaren's iconic papaya colors. The specific epithet honors Mr. Oscar Piastri for his achievements in Formula 1 and because the color of the amber piece recalled to the... Yo, so Lando got snubbed is what you're saying. Lando got snubbed of being named after a wasp. Damn. What's Will got to say about Zach?
I did ask him the big question because Zach Brown wants to win the Triple Crown of racing, and I did ask Lando if he wanted to be the driver that would bring that back for Zach. And let's just say I don't think he's totally averse to the idea of running the 500.
Drink all over my mouse pad. I'm pissed. One sec. I'm fucking pissed, bro. Today's not going well. There's definitely not alcohol at the bottom of this drink that I was trying to mix in. Fuck me, bro. I'm just gonna buy a new mouse pad. I can't be fucked. New mouse pad incoming. Ah! Grim. Okay, sorry, Willie B. Sorry, Willie B. Sorry to interrupt. What were you saying? What were you saying? What were you saying? It wasn't big, but it's been right on my mouse pad, so that's just like dumb.
That would bring that back for Zach. And let's just say I don't think he's totally averse to the idea of running the 500. He did a virtual Indy 500 during COVID and was unbelievably impressive. And when I was talking to him about it, he was talking about...
Okay. I'm going to have to stop Willie B right there. I love sim racing. I love what sim racing does for motorsports. I love what it does to showcase talent. But I don't think doing well in a virtual IndyCar race reflects how good you do in a actual... Sorry, in a virtual Indy 500 reflects how good you do in an actual Indy 500. Like, if you're competing at a top level of a GT3 category in iRacing, fair enough. But, like, Indy 500... I feel like Indy 500... I could be wrong, but I feel like Indy 500 to... Like, doing a one-off Indy 500 just does not correlate to, like, real-life F1, Indy 500. You know what I mean? Like, that track is so quick and demanding.
The wind direction at the track and how you have to use the weight jacker and how every one of the corners is different. It's like, he gets it, right? He's locked in. He totally understands what it is to drive at Indianapolis. So I would love to see Lando jump in a McLaren. And
I agree. I would love it. I don't feel like...
Yeah, but getting it. I did ask him
the thing is, I agree. I would love to see it. I just don't see Lando doing it, though. I don't know. I would love to be proven wrong, but I just don't really see Lando doing anything much outside of F1. I don't know. I could be wrong. Intriguing answer from Flavio Briatore about Alpine's driver plans for next year and beyond. We don't know what is going to happen with Mercedes. Interesting. What does that mean? What's that got to do with... Okay, weird. Is he saying he's waiting to sign Mercedes scraps? Okay. Lots of noise around Valtteri Bottas' Cadillac seat in recent days, so I've been doing some digging. Consistently, the messaging about the speculation is that it's complete nonsense, and Bottas' seat is safe. There you go. Charles' special cap and suit for Monaco is so clean. That is clean. He looks like the white wall tires in cars. So clean. Why is this ad 30 seconds? What's what? End up NPC. I can't help the ads. I'm sorry. Oh my god, so much about the wasp. Oscar Pesci has changed his Instagram bio to a bee emoji. This commemorates the fact that there's now a species of wasp named after him. That's funny. Got bored and calculated what the percentage of the race started since 2020 ended in each driver getting a penalty. Got bored and calced what percentage of their races started since 2020 ended in each driver getting a penalty for causing a collision. You know, I'm just going to skip it because your grammar was bad. In line with the work with the Great Barrier Reef Foundation, McLaren Racing has developed a machine that aims to help with coral recovery and named it Oscar, Operational System for Coral Assembly and restoration. Dude, Lando's getting snubbed of all these names. I just joined the stream. I'm literally sitting on my phone and drawing because I have a pen in my phone. Samsung Galaxy 26 Ultra with an S Pen built in. Damn. Did I just get added? Did I just get added? Did I just get ad plugged right there? You got the cap today? Ooh, nice. You might need to send a pic of it in Discord. Exactly 4 years ago, Ferrari managed to traumatize Leclerc once again in Monaco. Tragic, man. Tragic. Predicting the 2027 Formula 1 driver lives. Ooh, I'm filming a video next week with Mr. V.
Driver market. Who's getting hired for 2027? And more importantly, who's getting fired?
Who's he got?
It is that time of year again when we need to discuss the F1 silly season. And this year is looking like it could be one of the silliest seasons in a while. Sillier than last year, anyway.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing.
Good video for Mr. V. I'm about to watch that. Janik Sinner. I can't watch any clips. I did a thing. What is this?
Down to 11 points in the world.
Okay. Translate. According to unofficial information, a large Lego Technic set featuring the Aston Martin's AMR 26 will debut in July. We already knew this, bro. We already knew this. Formula 1 drivers will not run active aero over the Monaco Grand Prix weekend, with the FIA deciding that there will be no straight modes. Yeah, but why? After the Canadian Grand Prix, Alex Albon now leads the Destructors Championship despite not being at fault in either of the two accidents. That's rough. That is rough. Oscar Piastri is placed ahead of George Russell in every race he's started this season. That is actually kind of funny when you think about it. Stefano Domenicali, I think it will be impossible to recover Bahrain and Saudi Arabia at the same time. If the two end-of-year races cannot be held because the war is not yet ended, we have some other alternatives. I can confirm that the championship will not end in Vegas. All right, good. Breaking. Ferrari will receive a duo as the data appears to be quite clear, but whether it gets level 1 or level 2 will be decided by the FIA. Canada 2026. Okay, stop with this fucking... already this fucking mosquito wasp has been ran into the ground. Lewis Hamilton dropped another banger vid. We'll watch that shortly. Those Valtteri Bottas rumors. Cadillac boss Graham Loudon has explained to Planet F1 and other select media what's actually going on. I'll make it really, really clear. Factually, they're completely incorrect. There's no basis of truth whatsoever in them. But he hasn't denied that that could be the case. There's no basis. A few that I've read just don't seem to take into account some of the absolute basic rules of F1 because some of them suggest they would put Colton Herta in to replace Valtteri Bottas in the next few races or whatever. Colton doesn't even have a super license. And to some extent, that probably says it about the quality of the rumors, but I prefer not to focus on pointing out the obvious. I think the fans can see through that. Exactly. I actually hate that companies and people have to deny fake rumors, you know what I mean? Like, someone could come out on Twitter and say some bullshit about me, and it's like, if I don't deny it, I'm hiding it. If I deny it, what's the fucking point? It's not even, you know what I mean? It's just like dumb, man. It's just dumb. Like, I just don't get it. Charles obviously re-signed with Ferrari. Oscar Australia, though, so making something saving the most famous. Yeah, true. That is true. That's a good point about the Great Barrier Reef stuff. In Monaco, there'll be a new mandatory engine mode to limit the maximum speed. This is due to the amount of energy that can be used because of the track's characteristics, which puts safety at risk. Electrical power will be reduced starting at 200 kilometers per hour, then almost starting at 290. Oh my god. Curious to see which commentator says driver was stung by Piastri first. The next time he overtakes someone. Colin Binder and Gasly after getting out of the car following a DNF. I finally figured out why they started on an intermediate in Canada.
Of ours, so Gemini is a huge partner of ours, so we couldn't be more fortunate to have a leader in AI helping us understand and deploy AI. We're doing it in everything from strategy to car development to business operations to fan engagement. So there isn't anywhere that we're not deploying it.
Do you have to use Gemini? Because Claude's looking pretty good in kind of their horse race of who's leading. We love Gemini. Okay. They've worked wonders for our racing team, and as have all of our partners. You know,
they're very integrated into our racing team now. It used to be a sticker on a car 20 years ago, but now with the amount of technology in our sport, we're dependent upon the Ciscos and the Dells and the MasterCards to reach all our fans. So they're big contributors to making us win on track.
Oh, this video looks like a banger. I cannot wait to watch this. 1 million views. Holy. Bro remembered his YouTube password. I actually cannot wait to watch this. We need to watch this on stream at some point. I've been saving it. Red Bull and McLaren team principals Lauren Mecki and Andreas said discuss the future of Gianpiero Lambiase, who is due to join McLaren. I can't watch that because YouTube. There's an article in The Guardian that delves into Williams F1 team ownership and the overall management, and frankly, it is shocking. Flutz alleges in his deposition that D. Putron wanted Gene and Shaggy, who performed at a Williams hospitality function, disinvited from the Paddock Club, the exclusive F1 hospitality hub during the 2022 US Grand Prix. Putron Faults claimed objected to people of color mixing in hospitality events. Shortly after Austin, Dalton CEO Bjorn said in a video call with Schwartz's hospitality and marketing team, according to a lawsuit, that the investor is furious, and he made it clear that this is not the quality of people he and the board wants to see in the Paddock Club. He further said it was embarrassing that Gene and Shaggy, the two singers, dared to come to the table of himself, Mr. Bogado and Mr. Savage, what are these fucking names, to say thank you to him for the invitation. Schwartz alleges in her complaint that another reason the relationship with Dalton soured was because D. Putron reversed her plans to market to the LGBTQ community, which included pride branding on the livery and part of the prospective sponsorship of the Saudi firm Gulf Oil, but also due to personal beliefs. Mr. D. Putron instructed the plaintiff as to the changes he wanted for the vehicle concerning stating that they can't have any activations in the LGBT community because the Saudis would not accept this, and that they still kill gays and lesbians there, and that they won't support the LGBT nonsense anyway. She alleges in her complaint. Schwartz also alleges in her claim that she raised concerns about what she described as D. Putron's decision to prevent Williams from joining the Lewis Hamilton Commission, which assists minorities aiming to work or race in motorsports. In her lawsuit against Dalton and D. Putron, Schwartz alleges the billionaire told Fultz and Capito he would rather sell the team before he would let Williams Racing Team become a part of the Hamilton Commission. Yikes. So, do I burn my Williams Racing hoodie or not? Even more obvious how much the Hamilton Commission is needed. Subtle work, guys. I used to think Williams was about engineering. I mean, I'd have to read the whole article, but yeah, that's fucked from the top end. But I mean, that doesn't really reflect everyone who works at Williams. You know what I mean? It does seem like I don't know. There's too many names to fucking keep up, but you know, typical CEO just like not really understanding what I don't know. Old man, probably an old man, I assume. Audi Montreal, episode 01. They're doing vlogs now. We might have to watch this and give this a go. We might have to give this vlog a go at some point. I always like seeing what each team do for content. On this day, Kimi Raikkonen suffered a spectacular front suspension failure on the last lap while leading the race. We can't watch that. Mercedes have pulled out of talks to buy a minority shareholding in the Alpine team because they felt it was overpriced. $720 million for 24% of the team. No more Mercedes at Alpine. BYD to start Chinese F1 team with Christian Horner. We've spoken about that a bit already. The only time in history that Djokovic lost a Grand Slam match after winning the first two sets. Lewis Hamilton won the next race. Today, this happened. It's happening. It's happening. Lewis is winning this weekend. Lewis is winning this weekend, I'm telling you. Mercedes may not know for months what went wrong with George Russell's ERS module in Canada. After initial post-race inspection of damage, the module can only be shipped back to the UK rather than flown. Deputy Team Principal Bradley Lord explained on Mercedes New Silver Arrows radio show, it was a sudden sort of kill of the ERS system on the car as he came into turn 8, and that did a reasonable amount of damage afterwards as well. We got the car back and we were able to get the module out of it. It had to undergo some unusual safety procedures and then it has to be shipped back actually to the UK. It would therefore be several months before that hardware gets back, and we need to really dig through the data to understand exactly what went wrong and then work out how we try and prevent repeat on any other modules in the future. Yikes. It's game time. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. What else we got? What else we got? This is not going to load my video, is it? That's not going to load the video I want, is it? That's not even the right video, I don't think. 3-second rule. Among reasons F1's dropped Aero for Monaco. Never deleting this app. Dude, I just saw Oscar Piastri in the wall as usual. Sorry, what the fuck did I just watch? What is this?
Unfortunately for us, it stopped raining as the formation lap started, basically. So yeah, just one of those things where if it rained a little.
Oh.
Just one of those ones you go, oh my god, that's.
Oh wait. Oh, is it an Australian video? Oh, I can't wait. I actually can't wait. I can't wait. Australian video is the
ability for that one.
Geez, I wonder who was in charge of the team. Lando wanted it. Oscar didn't. They went ahead and did it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That tells you a lot.
Yeah.
The second thing is, on those days, so that racetrack like that, when you put a softer tyre on, what they were talking about is cold graining. The softer the tyre, the worse they grain. And at any point, when you have a call like that, you put one car...
Okay, I'm sorry. Ignoring everything here. What is this set? Why are they facing each other like this? Why am I getting the back of Jos Verstappen's head? This guy looks like Jos Verstappen. What is this set?
On that, and you don't do it with both. Yep. So they parked it way back, and that's really the reason that Oscar's then's coming through the field, and then he has the drama when he runs into the side of Albon, right? So you shouldn't have been back there that far. And that was in terms of strategy, just one of those ones you go, oh my god, that's a shocker.
It paints a real picture about the dynamic in that team then. If Lando's making the captain's call about the strategy they're running, put it in both cars. Yeah. Oscar's on the opening lap going, guys, this is the wrong call. I do not want to have this tyre on. Comes in and has to sort of rectify it and find a new direction for the race. It'll be really interesting to see how much longer that sort of dynamic plays out and whether or not he can make his voice louder in that team.
What the fuck is she saying? What did she just say? That was a whole lot of waffle and absolutely zero substance. I'm sorry. She just said, Lando wanted to come in the pits and do the right strategy, and Oscar came in the pits and did the right strategy. Like, how much more are they just going to be favoring Lando here? Like when is this dynamic going to change? You just completely contradicted yourself. That made zero sense.
And that was in terms of strategy, just one of those ones you go, oh my god, that's a shocker.
It paints a real picture about the dynamic in that team then. If Lando's making the captain's call about the strategy they're running, put it in both.
Captain's call! Captain's call! He wanted the same strategy as Oscar.
Cars. Yeah. Oscar's on the opening lap going, guys, this is the wrong call. I do not want to have this tyre on. Comes in and has to sort of rectify it and find a new direction for the race. It'll be really interesting to see how much longer that sort of dynamic plays out and whether or not he can make his voice louder in that team. Right. That was a comment that Brock Feeney made on the weekend too, just talking about, I found my voice after all the disaster of, the finals last year in Adelaide. I've worked out I need to speak up. I do know what I want, what I need, and I need to tell the team. I think it'll be a similar thing for Oscar.
The big story out of this race is we saw McLaren come back last round. There was some improvement. We're putting them back in the championship race. What this showed is they need to be perfect to be any hope of beating the Mercs. Yeah. They showed that they've got faults. I think it's the championship over now. I don't think they can come back from this, especially if they're going to make mistakes like that. They don't have the speed and they can't get it wrong.
We're 5 races deep and bro said the championship's done. Honestly though, Australian media is fucking hilarious. Australian media is the best. Like it is so unprofessional, but that's what I love about Australian media, the fact that it's it's very chilled, but at the same time I don't know, it's honestly just couch, what's the word, couch, what's the word, couch, couch, you sit on the couch and just watch armchair expert. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Armchair experts. So much of sports media is just armchair experts. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Did you see Monaco wings of Red Bull and Mercedes? No, not yet. Damn, we'll probably get down to it in a second. How's it going, though, dude? Welcome to the stream. Australian Jos Verstappen, what do they say? Do they realize they sound like idiots? Did you see? Well, the thing is, though, you gotta remember, like, the casual fan tuning into that show. Oh my god, I can't fucking speak. I might have put too much in the bottom of my drink. The average fan, the casual fan tuning on into that on TV doesn't really know much about F1, right? So they're just going to be like, yes. Oh, McLaren, yeah, they fucked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, you just need these TV presenters just need to have average knowledge or decent knowledge of every sport rather than perfect knowledge or good knowledge about every sport. Because that's kind of what they you know, that's kind of what the show is meant to be there for, is to just kind of cover all sports casually, you know what I mean? Stoneboy, thanks so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. How was your stream? What were you playing today? But welcome in, everyone from Stoneboy's stream. I hope you guys had a good time. We're currently previewing the Monaco Grand Prix. I am Tom. Thank you so much for the member on YouTube, dude. Really do appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in with the membership. Did you see the Red Bull Mercedes wings? We're going to look at them soon, dude. I like your content and streams, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Salamanli. How do you think Stroll and Alonso will perform in that Mercedes? Alonso, good. Stroll, not so good. Couch critics, yeah, that's the word. Shout out Danny. Danny, number one defense man on Twitter. Good to start. If Verstappen had won, he would be really happy, and these would be the best regulations ever. Danny Unkadea, Max's teammate in GT3. Guy has warned everyone about the new regs since 2023, but the head of the consortium that acquired the Tech 3 MotoGP team knows better. Thumbs up. You know Danny's unk when he hits you with a thumbs up, bro. I love Danny, bro. I love Danny. Danny's fucking hilarious. She's paid to do that, by the way. True. The problem with crazy people is they don't know they're crazy. True. The wings are just nuts. The one with the glasses and multiple supercars championship winner, but his journalist skills are not so great. Yeah. Defending Max on main is so funny. I mean, not in a bad way, but like, I don't mean this in a bad way. Like, okay, wait. Let me talk about this real quick. Just to talk about, like Australian media. So my boy Ethan Woody, friend of mine, fellow content creator. He does work for KO Sports. KO Sports is owned by Fox Sports. He does like the socials for KO Sports. Big shout out to him. He's been absolutely smashing it. KO Sports is like our Sky Sports in Australia, basically, or like Now TV. Anyways, he was on. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. He was on that show that we were just watching. Where is it? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. He was literally on that show we're just watching, like a post F1 debrief on TV, and like, I love that, man. I love getting someone like Woody who actually cares about the sport and wants to talk about the sport, on the show and talking about it. Yeah. But at the same time, like, it's always such like a mix of like, you've got people who don't know what they're talking about, but are like professional journalists, and you got people who know what they're talking about, but they're not, you know, like Woody's not a professional journalist, and you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I find this balance between TV and social media so interesting. Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. When are we gonna see like so you know how like Jimmy Fallon's like super produced, or like you know, like all, like the news is super produced. Like, when are you gonna just turn on your TV or like go on Netflix and it's just like Angry Ginge is just like watching a football match? You know what I mean? Like, when are they, like, I was talking about this the other day, wasn't I? Like imagine like you open up Netflix and you can like, rather than just watching a football match, and you get like the full in their suits, and they got their fucking microphones and blah blah blah. It's just like you tune in, it's just Angry Ginge being like, come on United, come on United. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the day that we get that kind of overlap with the mainstream world. We watched the World Cup, absolutely got 3 teams to support. So we'll absolutely be watching it. VCarb, TikTok. What we got?
2.
Dude, this video fried me, bro. This video fried me.
1.
Oh, come on, mate. That's a big smile. You're supposed to be a small smile.
I can see you all there in front of me.
1. Run.
I don't like that.
1. 1.
I love all the admins and stuff getting involved too.
That was good. 2. 1.
I'm not laughing at it.
1. 1. Smile. 2. 1.
I can't. Oh, I think that's Liam's trainer, right? I can't. Translation. First European round of the season, the Formula 1 Louis Vuitton Grand Prix of Monaco will be the first chance to discover the team's motorhomes this year. Oh yeah, true. Audi, looking good. Ferrari, FIA, Red Bull. Red Bull's one looks sick. The only driver pairing to have scored points in every race so far this season. Shout out Ferrari. History made. Abby Pulling is the first woman to win a race in GB3. You'd love to see it in Spa. Well done. Shout out Abby. How's she doing this season? Do you guys agree that the quality session in Monaco is far more interesting than the actual race? Yes, it always is. Monaco is one of my favorite. Monaco qualifying is probably my favorite session of the year. Like, it's the one session you can go into and you know you have a banger. Like, tell me, maybe Silverstone race, Sao Paulo race, Silverstone race, Monaco quali are the 3 sessions you can go into and you're like, we're getting a banger today. You know what I mean? Hey, but you go to any GP this year? Not any planned at the moment. I'm currently talking to a company about getting into one Grand Prix. If we can make that happen, it's gonna be fucking sick. But nothing set in stone this year. IKH. Mark Goldbridge has Bundesliga's right. Yeah, exactly, Big Jake. It's so sick to see, man. It's so sick to see. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Big Jake. Dumb and Dumber 2. Okay. We like the silver livery better anyway. Potential McLaren silver livery in Monaco. Nope. Look how far he's come. Valtteri simulator test. Lucky in something. What is this fit? I don't like this fit at all. The pinstripe, the no sock shoes, the hair. Nah. Kimi Antonelli waving the flag at the MotoGP in Italy. Cool to see Kimi again involved in other motorsports. We're thrilled with the Vroom at the Grand Prix last year, and we can tell you he's really looking forward to seeing you all again. Just a few more days. Oh my god, the mascot! Don't care. Bowie knife into turn 1. Reax was smoking its wheel locked. Literally, what does he do? His tape is ruined as well. Rip. I'm not even going to bother watching any of the McLaren 1000 GP stuff. It's Monaco Race Weeks. It's Charles's home. So this is the Lego that's coming out soon. Lando, I could
beat you driving on my... Yo, bro. Like, what am I reading, bro? What is this rage bait? I could beat you driving on my phone while you use steering wheel and pedals. Okay, bro. I could beat you driving on my...
bruh. As of today, Max has 0 penalty points. Remember when he almost got a race ban? Now he's got none. Like the poster for Monaco. New F2 and F3 logos. What do we think? To be honest, there's not much of a change. To just do a quick comparison. F2 logo. So this is what the F2 logo used to look like. It used to be basically the same. Now it's like Slightly thicker without the white outline. I wish they did something more to bring it in line with the F1 logo, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Part of me feels like it looks worse, but yeah. Anyways, do you have to an F3 logo? Monaco hasn't had a repeat winner over the last 10 GPs. Can Lando change that? Setting the table, turn notifications on. From the paddock to the patio. Apparently Cadillac's doing something cool for the British Grand Prix. They decided to upload the 2005 extended highlights. We'll be watching that at some point. According to rumors, if Ferrari is granted the 4% of the duo, it would bring the first upgraded engine in the Austrian GP. The second engine would arrive in Zandvoort. Max Verstappen now has 0 penalty points. Braking. FTM devices will not be used in 2027. However, Ferrari will still introduce further developments despite already pushing beyond the limits with the 679 project. The FIA wants to remove any amount of downforce equivalent to roughly 2 aerodynamic upgrades. Interesting. Orange. Wait. Was F3 always orange? I thought they were red. Why doesn't F3 go green? Then F1's red. F2's blue. F3's green. F1 Academy's purple. I think I've solved the problem, bro. I think I've solved the problem. Alright. Now we're up to Monaco Race Week stuff. Silverstone is our home away from home. Your backyard is the destination. Let's share this week and we'll cook up the ultimate Cadillac Formula 1 team summer kit for you. Head to the link in our bio to enter. Oh, so it's like a kit. Dude, this pisses me off. Obviously, Aston's livery. We know what it looks like now. But look how good this teaser was, man. They could have absolutely cooked with a bronzy goldy livery, man. Very possible rumor for 2027. Hugo Boss out. 4F clothing brand in for Racing Bull. Hope that they at least are going to make better quality than Castor, but the designs can be a little problematic. What the fuck's 4F? The fuck? I've never heard of these guys in my life. Bikinis incoming. V-carb bikinis and board shorts incoming. Men. What do I even look at? Sports? The fuck am I looking at? This ain't sports? What the hell are we competing in, bruh? Anyone know of 4F or bought 4F before? What's your thoughts? I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie, it looks shit. Why can't they just get Adidas like Red Bull? True. Imagine the Rebel boys pulling up in this clothing. What's up, Glazy? How's it going, dude? It's bland just being one color. Yeah, I agree. Well, if this is true, this looks kind of poo-poo. I can't lie. This looks kind of poo-poo. I'm so confused what this brand's trying to be. Is it swimwear? Is it sportswear? Is it casual wear? Or is it just everything? I'm confused. I'm confused. All right. Design for the next era. Shop the full Adidas elevated teamwear now. What we got? What we got? What we got from Adidas? What we got from Audi? It's all just the same. Okay, new collection from Audi. What we got? I can't see it. Fuck. I mean, that's clean. But like 60 pounds for a shirt? Hell nah. £155 for a windbreaker? Hell no. £90 for a oversized, for a long sleeve tee. Bit of a yikes. Bit of a yikes. Pants are cool. Oh, £105. Bucket hat. That looks dead on the back. Not gonna lie, I loved Audi's merch this year, but this is a bit of an L. Too plain for how much it costs. That's dead. I hate that. Shoes are cool. I like the shoes. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. F1's GOAT debate is one of the most difficult to answer. What's Patrick Dempsey got to say?
Lando Norris or Max Verstappen?
Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen or Fernando Alonso?
I like them both, so I hate to pick either one. We'll go with Max. He did well today.
Max Verstappen or Sebastian Vettel?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen or Fernando Alonso?
I like them both, so I hate to pick either one. We'll go with Max. He did well today.
Max Verstappen or Sebastian Vettel?
Max.
Ooh, that's good. They're both aggressive, but I think Max is a little more aggressive.
Max Verstappen or Nico Rosberg?
Oh, Max Verstappen.
Max or Kimi Raikkonen?
Kimi.
Kimi Raikkonen or Nigel Mansell?
Kimi.
Raikkonen or Lewis Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton or Niki Lauda?
Niki Lauda.
Niki Lauda or Alain Prost?
Niki Lauda.
Niki Lauda or Ayrton Senna?
Senna.
And lastly, Senna or Michael Schumacher?
Senna.
Lando Norris or Max Verstappen?
Senna goat.
Max
Senna
Verstappen.
goat.
Max Verstappen or...
I can't tell if he had wheel knowledge or he was just purposely picking to make it look like he had wheel knowledge, you know? We saw that already. You saw that. Mercedes may not know the cause of Russell's DNF in Canada. We saw that. We got the new livery from McLaren. I obviously reacted to this already on stream. You can see my reaction on short form platforms. But yeah, I was pretty disappointed with this. Don't get me wrong. Love the livery. I think it's super clean. I think this is better than their base livery. My main problem with McLaren's base livery is the fact that it's so messy. There's so many colors going on. And they've just stripped it back. The Gemini is white. The Allwin is white. The wheel covers are white. I really, really like this livery. But for an 1000th Grand Prix livery, I think it's really underwhelming to just do your normal colors and your normal design. I think they could have gone way more out there, way more of like a classic design to show the heritage of the team. But yeah, nice, but could have been a lot better. And then the suits, man, I'm so sick of seeing the black suits in McLaren. Again, love the black suits. But for a special livery, like, badonk. Special livery, like, I don't know, man. Sorry, special race suit? I don't know, man. Just, you need to go more out there. If you're going to do a special livery, fucking commit to it. We also got the driver ratings for F126. I've reacted to this already as well. It was pretty good at the top end, and then it all fell to bits around here. Ocon being ranked higher than Gasly and Behrman. I think Liam's ranked too low. I think Arvid's ranked too low. It's a bit all over the place. But I think this is based off of last season, which makes no sense. But yeah. How to take the perfect photo of your cat. This is basically how we get our drivers to both look at the camera at the same time. Today, the FIA has gone to the Madrid circuit for an inspection. Ferrari's engine is understood to be over 4% slower than the Mercedes. This means Ferrari is eligible for 2 mid-season power unit upgrades. I think you just bring upgrades whenever you want it. Whoa, why does it look so weird without the halo? What the fuck? Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton's the best driver of the modern era. Lewis Hamilton's the best driver of the modern era. In the modern era, no one has achieved what Lewis has. It's hard to compare Lewis Hamilton to Schumacher. They competed at the same time at some point, but not really in the same era, nor the same. Why is Ocon waffling about Lewis? He's been done dirty with that photo, man. He's been done dirty with that photo. Stroll should always be last in any driver rankings. The white suits and liveries were so elite. Need the red and white Marlboro livery? No, for sure, for sure. Dude, some of the comments on my fucking short form post, bro thinks they're gonna add a sponsor on the car that they don't even have. I'm not saying put the fucking Vodafone logo on the car. I'm saying do the fucking livery, you idiot. The evolution of the Formula 1 cars in Monaco swimming pool. This is such a cool vid. Has it been taken down? Of course it fucking has. Are you kidding me, bro? Hack the system. We hacked the system. Wait, I gotta turn that. I gotta unmute it. love this corner.
The chance.
One of the best corners in Formula 1. Might be my favourite corner, to be honest.
Patton's been able to achieve.
Righted. Here is Kubica then, and he's...
Bruh, you're not even going to add 2022 and beyond? Peak laziness, bruh. Peak laziness. That grip. Really wish I got into F1 early in my life. Holy, yeah, the old cars were insane, man. Especially like relived. Bono and Shov rewatched the stunning Schumacher Monaco 2012 lap. Since 1950, Monaco has stood at the heart of Formula 1 history, building a legacy unlike any other. I hope Monaco stays on the calendar forever, man. Purvy, you watch a race in 2021. Dude, the aura. The graphics are so good as well. Banger season, man. Banger season. We'll never forget that. Kirked. 100% Oscar Piastri's Formula 1 wins have taken place during Charlie Kirk's lifetime. Victor Martins and Alex done after the pile-up in Monaco 2025. He thinks he's Verstappen. That was a good moment. Is this for Monaco? Barcelona caps for Williams. How is this British? How is this Spanish? Lemon tree? Vas? I like it though. I like it. It just doesn't really give you Spain vibes though. Bacon and sushi. Nice. The FIA confirms that the measuring works are progressing as planned. More visits will be organized in the coming weeks to certify the homologation. What the fuck timeline are we in now? I need to know the lore behind this, bruh. People say it's one of the hotels he owns. It's his hotel. So he must have been stopping by to check the hotel, and then the girlies were like, yo, can you film a social media vid for us? Banger, banger, banger. He's loving it though. You know he's loving it. Yo, he's got the Jordans on. What are they? No, they're Pumas. Yo. Random as fuck side quest. Then Williams announced their race suits. I mean, we spoke about this already, but just to compile it into the preview stream. Where is it? Yeah, so they're doing a special race suit this weekend. I love it. I love this design so much. It's a shame it's only on their race suit and only on their helmet and in their garage. It's not on a car. It's not on a livery. But I love it. The white, the honeycomb down the side with the... Oh, it's just so clean, man. I really fucking hope they do a livery for this because it looks so good. Well done, Williams. But shame it's only on a race suit. The F1 Commission has approved some changes. Detailed minor changes to the aerodynamic components and bodywork of the 2027 cars. Necessary to correct some grey areas. Increased preseason testing days from 3 to 4 in 2027. Interesting. Limitations of TPCs on those circuits that will host a race the following year. Interesting. Ollie Behrman versus Kimi Antonelli in F2. We can't watch that. FIA President Mohammed Ben Salem has posted his commitment to bringing back the V8s to F1 ideally by 2030. Lighter, simpler, and more cost-effective. They bring back the unique and visceral sound fans love. On this day, 1984, Ayrton Senna gave a masterclass of the rain to achieve his first Formula 1 podium in Monaco. A legend was born. What was this? Kimi checking out MotoGP. MotoGP will always amaze me, man.
No, fa 370 qua.
Oh, mi spiace, andiamo a legare. Che mi hai fatto?
Prendo da te con la grinta. Quando è che la provo io? No? Dovremmo organizzare? Sì, però con calma, con calma. Allora, io volevo provare per iniziare il due posti. Ok. Però...
Cool. Again, love to see Kimi checking out other stuff. And then some other news this week was Charles Leclerc re-signed with Ferrari, extended his contract with Ferrari, so from this year to the end of 2028. So a 2-year extension. Apparently, it's rumored to be a 2+2, so it means after those 2 years, he can extend another 2 years. But yeah, I think it's a great decision. I think Leclerc would rather win 1 championship for Ferrari than 3 for another team. I think Leclerc's best bet is Ferrari. What? He's not going to go to Red Bull. He's not going to go to Mercedes. Maybe he could have gone to Mercedes instead of Kimi. But again, that was too risky. I think his best bet is to stay at Ferrari. It makes sense for the team from a branding standpoint, from a competitive standpoint, from a dream standpoint, from just everything. I think it makes sense. You know, where everyone who clowns on Leclerc for staying at Ferrari, where would he go? Where would he go? He wouldn't go anywhere, so I think Ferrari's his best bet, unless he takes a punt on a team like Aston or Audi or whatever, but like, look how that's turned out. Scuderia Ferrari announced a new contract extension. What else we got? Audi Formula 1 show car. Let's go. Barcelona GP trophy. Cool. I actually like that. It's kind of cool. Wait, I thought this building was done. Why are there still cranes there? F1 drivers as kids. George looks like George. Kimi looks like Kimi. Charles looks like he's straight from a boy band. Lewis looks like Lewis. Oscar looks like Oscar. Lando. Liam. Max. Alonso. Lance. Pierre. Jack. Is that meant to be Jack doing? Again! We're not even making new graphics anymore. We're literally just taking the fucking graphics from last year and reposting them. I can't, man. I can't. Social media is dead. We're not even trying anymore. We're just ripping each other's stuff. Make a new one. Alex Albon, Carlos, Hulkenberg. What the fuck? Bortoletto, Ocon, Ollie, Yuki, Isaac. Cute. Papa error. Why did you write about the inters? What's wrong with the inters? People are mad though at these posts. People are so fucking dumb. Oh my god, I actually can't. So they're doing posters for each decade, right? And they're just putting the main 4 drivers' names on the poster. So like Norris, Sainz, Ricciardo, Piastri. Well, this one actually there was only 4. But let's go to another poster. Oh my god, they post way too much shit, bro. So if you go to the 2010s one, right? They've just put the 4 main drivers' names, or 4, I think, longest standing drivers. So Hamilton, Button, Alonso, Sainz. But then down the bottom, they've got presents Dutch Grand Prix, and then they've got Kevin Magnussen, Perez, Lando, Stoffel Van Dorn. They've got everyone's names there, right? And in the comments, wait, maybe it's on the Instagram post, or are they hiding comments? Maybe they're hiding comments. Literally, when I looked at this earlier, it was like, where's Lando's name? Where's Lando? Where's Lando? Why isn't Lando's name there? Why isn't Lando there? Signs over Lando? What the fuck? It's like, bro, shut up. I actually can't. Lewis Hamilton on what inspired him to start the end of season dinners. It must be like 3 or 4 years ago now. I know the drivers, we see each other at least once a week when we're at the racetrack, and we do the drivers briefing, and then we do the drivers parade. And that's when everyone talks, but I don't really engage a huge amount with people there. In my mind, I'm there for one reason, that's to win, not to make conversation and talk about holidays, because that's what they talk about, or gaming. So I set up this dinner, and I asked them at all the drivers briefings in Mexico. I said, look, I was thinking of putting this together, will you come? And they all accepted. It's a really amazing night. Each time we're all sitting next to a different driver, perhaps someone we're not as close to, because they are drivers that are closer to other drivers. It forces real fun conversation. We're also so competitive with each other, and we all want to win. It creates a cool moment for us to just have a laugh. You get to see some of the really cool, fun characters, things that you don't know about the individuals as well, because you usually see them with the visor on. Yeah, I love that. I love that they do that. How it started: 1 Rookie of the Year, 0 World Drivers Championship, 0 World Championship, Constructors Championships. Never led the World Drivers Championship for a majority of the season. Beard not grown. Beard grown. And then we got the Aston Martin livery. Again, we've reacted to this and talked about this already, but just to cover it again. I cannot believe they baited us, man. I cannot believe they baited. This doesn't look AI, but sometimes the background shots do. That looked AI as well. Like, look, see how his eyes are like not motion cap properly. I cannot believe they baited us, man. This looks so good. If that was their livery, holy, could have been livery of the year. And then it vibrated too much and the paint fell off. The thing is, this livery would have been gassed up probably a lot more if they didn't do that random tease. But yeah, again, good livery. Just don't think it's special enough to be considered a special livery. Don't know what this has to do with Monaco. No meaning behind it. Commit to a full gold livery or don't bother because you're pissing me off now. 400 likes. Yikes. Yikes. Tawik, Iskri, and Gorillas, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys all tuning on into the preview, by the way. This is probably the most viewers we've ever had for a preview, so really do appreciate it, guys. Really wish I had more time to just chill on stream and play some games today, but I do need a dip shortly. But anyways, continuing on with the news. Formula in a nutshell, we need to watch that at some point. What else we got? Caterham plus Tomato. A little bit. Press conferences for today. We got Bortoletto, Charles, and Norris. And we got Ocon, Verstappen, and Albon. And then we got Briatore, Della Rosa, and Taurus. Aston Martin, Alpine, and Audi are said to have contacted Alex Albon to explore a possible signing. However, no moves are expected this year at Aston Martin. It would only be the case of Fernando Alonso ultimately doesn't renew. And then obviously we had the agrees a new deal. World Driver Championship, Ferrari, Leclerc. Lauren Winter, F1 TV presenter, showed that the F1 organized a mothering room in the paddock for her and her newborn baby so Lauren could attend GPs with her son. When I told F1 I was pregnant, I was so nervous for what it would mean for my job and returning to work. The response was, when you're ready to come back, what do you need from us? When I mentioned bringing Alfie to races so I could continue to feed and care for him in the earlier months, I didn't know what would be possible or what that would look like. My first race back was Canada, and I was told there would be a mothering parenting room for us, a little safe haven for the paddock. Honestly, everything I've heard about F1's staff and leadership is really impressive. Someone I know that works in F1, they got sick last year. They had like something happen to them while they were at a Grand Prix. And basically had to clock out of work early, and F1 were very amazing in like assisting them getting to the hospital. And they said that Stefano Domenicali called him to wish him well and make sure a speedy recovery. Apparently his boss was really, really nice in the sense of like, if you need anything, we'll help you out. Booked his flights home. Even said, if you want to fly someone out to America to be with you in the hospital, we will do that. And they're very accommodating with like leave and moving things around. And yeah, stories like that which I think really go under the radar in the F1 world. So when I heard that, I was like, damn, like, you know, for Stefano Domenicali to be like some random staff member, you know, obviously not top end, just a random staff member of Formula One was like sick, and to call up and just wish him well. And again, to, you know, to offer to send someone out to America to be with them. Like, I don't know. I think there's stuff like that that really goes far in a big company, because I think sometimes the top bosses and the top people can really like forget that like everyone below them, which they are technically below them, are humans, you know what I mean? And I think it really stands out when a person at the top end of a company really shows that they care about everyone below them. So yeah, stuff like this is great to see. Yeah, it shows that they care. All made with AI, rare F1W. But he slowed down your mind, lol. Your tongue is doing the herky jerky trying to read. Don't tell me how to read, bro. Don't tell me how to read. Maybe you should put the stream on 0.75 speed so you can understand what I'm saying. Whoever hates him is a devil. I don't make the rules. Who's this?
You're 14. Who was looking out for you? I'm being parental.
No one. So I was like by myself.
Did you have a manager?
No, I didn't have any manager. So I was alone. I had, of course, I was like with the mechanics daily.
Did you have friends?
No, I didn't really have any friends. It was in a place that was like factory place.
Like an industrial.
The grind, man, the grind.
Anything.
But I'm speaking very quick today. It's quicker than normal because I got to go in 20 minutes. So, again, this is a look at the suits and the helmet. I think this looks so good. When I was at Singapore with a broken leg during the track walk, I was given a golf buggy ride to Night Songs. That is sick. That is sick. Was that like the track? Were you on the track with the golf buggy? Sure. No, you wouldn't have been, right? Something special was landed in Monaco with the Lego casings. You'll see the helmets in a sec. No podiums in Monaco for Mercedes this decade. Will that change? Will that change? Alex Dunn's special helmet for Monaco. What do we think? What do we think? Oh, I see you were doing a track. What? That is sick that you got a golf buggy. I see what you mean now. Sorry. Yo, girl. I like this helmet. It lacks a bit of sponsors, but I really like the green. Anything reflective in the sun looks so good. No way his car broke down. Who the fuck is cursing George? No, not his little Monaco mobile. Poor man's, poor man's. The dream is still alive and I'm proud to continue chasing it together. New motorhomes for Audi, Cadillac, and McLaren. Oh yeah, so Cadillac aren't using the F1 movie one anymore. Ooh, Audis. Big concrete fucking square. McLaren's looks cool. Got a little rooftop now. I like it. I like it. Speed says Lewis Hamilton's winning this weekend. A lap around the Madring according to the F1 26 DLC. We saw that. Here's the new helmets. Yeah, so both Oscar and Lando are rocking Lego-inspired helmets this weekend, which is like a 50-50 split of their helmet and the 1000th GP. And then Lego have made mini versions of them out of Lego for people to buy. I think these are kind of shit. I'm not going to lie. I love the Ferrari ones, but I really think these look poo. Not only is it 50-50 split, and not their base helmet, but also, I don't know, they just don't look as good as the Ferrari ones, man. They don't look as good as the Ferrari ones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't like the brakes in it. Lando fulfilled a childhood dream this week by driving a legendary 1995 Le Mans winning McLaren F1 GTR Caesar art car for the first time at Paul Ricard. Are you following the Brooks and Minifigs drama? No, what's that? Someone asked me about Lego drama the other day, but I didn't know what they were referring to. That is nice. If you're going to pay that much for one of the Lego helmets, just buy a mini helmet instead. What's up, Hayden? How's it going, dude? Yeah, how much are they? Aren't they 80 euros? Yeah, true. You could probably get a mini helmet for around that price. That's the thing. I think the Ferrari ones actually look good because they look realistic. I think the McLaren ones look poo. They look like a toy. They look tacky. Like, I don't know. I heard the Max one's good, but I think they smashed it with the Ferrari ones. Carlos Sainz scored a goal in the celebrity football match, the Monaco football match. Messi. Huge.
Pratt Russell crying.
Who else is playing it? Was it just Sainz? I feel like a lot of F1 drivers usually playing it. IKH, thank you so much for the 2-month resub, dude. Appreciate you coming up with the tier 1. Thank you for supporting for 2 months, man. Really do appreciate it. Oh my god, the suns came out. Holy fuck, it was pissing down earlier today. I was worried it was going to be raining at this thing. Oh, perfect. Feast, what's up, dude? Again, just not a fan, man. Just not a fan. Lando Norris was on Speed show with Harvick and Buxton. What was that like? Has anyone watched this yet? I might watch this in my free time.
I don't need people to tell me when I've done a good job or a bad job. I went through all the tough moments and I came out stronger than ever before.
I felt like I lost sight of why I race.
You don't think of the fear or
Sainz, Gasly, and Hadja played. Nice. Every time I see Madrid Circuit, I question if it's real. Like, surely a human wouldn't choose some of these corners. Well, it's fun on the game. It is fun on the game. Wait, yeah, you commented this earlier, Taipei. Why is it on Inters? What's wrong with Inters? Special helmet for the 2026 I can't speak today. Special helmet for 2026 debuting in Monaco. Going back to my roots of karting. That is cool. That is cool. Shout out Dino. I like the neon pop. Formula 2 qualifying groups. So Kamara, Miata, Leon, Bogdanovic, Mini, Montoya, Dunn, Intra Puvazak, Shields, Villagomez, and Bennett in one group. And they've got Dirksen, Herder, Solov, Belinsky, Goethe, Boyer, Stenshaw, Miney, Fittipaldi, Varone, and Van Hopen in the other groups. So if you don't know, they split the F2 groups into two to avoid traffic. We'll be watching F2 qualifying tomorrow on stream. The story behind our Monaco livery. Isn't the story just mining company?
The livery is a representation of how metals and minerals integrate seamlessly with engineering, innovation and technology, and Rock to Racetrack is about telling that story in a very different way.
As one of the fastest growing mining companies in the world, that transformation of raw materials from the rocks, from the ground, that whole mining operation into modern technology such as Formula One is such a transformative story. That really is what we're trying to bring to life here.
Formula One car isn't like anything else in the world, you know, it's such a complicated shape to try and adapt delivery onto. Things like the louvers, the aero surfaces.
It was really looking at this colour-changing material that we saw on an Aston Martin road car that Marden were really amazed by.
That's pronounced
the
Marden.
Colour-changing being a representation of transformation itself.
And we then had to create a design around it and figure out how we could blend that with our green, with the rest of the pattern on the car.
A big
It does
part of this
look
project
nice,
was
man.
How do we break apart a very old school corporate industry? How do we bring that to life for a new audience? How do we make it exciting? And how do we make it relevant? So how do we attract youth? And how do we create a pipeline of talent that want to work in the new age of mining? I think this is a super proud moment for Madden. We have
It does look really good. Just cover the whole thing though, bro. Just cover the whole thing.
Time where we can really visually bring that to
Bertrand has been fined 400,000 euros by a series that doesn't compete it anymore. So apparently they went over the cost cap in Formula E last year and they're only just getting fined for it now. LOL. Lewis arrived in Monaco on a custom silver Ducati this morning. Woo! Okay, we're finally up to today. We're finally up to stuff from today. That is fire. No straight mode zones this weekend. No need for wing actuators. Mercedes has replaced the rear wing actuator with an array of little wings. Honestly, I had no idea the rules left this much room for something. Wow! So no actuators, instead little wings. What the fuck? That is very, very innovative. When you guys were saying, have you seen the new wings? I wasn't expecting it to be this different. That's crazy. Why is the Audi logo yellow? Interesting. Special livery, special livery. Wait, yeah, why is it yellow? And then they were rocking yellow shirts today. Gabico has arrived in Monaco GP wearing history today in the Legends signature color. Oh, do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a new shirt I bought this morning, guys. Guys, this morning, I bought a new shirt. I purchased the new Leeds kit, away kit. Holy shit, this is so clean. This is so clean. I love yellow. I love yellow. I love football jerseys. Obviously love Red Bull. I think this is such a fire kit. The, what do you call it? The retro crest. My friends were like, you don't have to buy everything Red Bull. It's like, no, no, no. I love yellow. And the Red Bull makes it even better. This is so clean. This is so clean. My Manchester United bloodline will not be happy with me, but I love this kit so much. I love the white mixed in with the blue. It is clean. It's a clean kit. So that should arrive. That should arrive. I just love it. Like, look at the pattern close up as well. So nice, man. I hope it looks this good in real life. I hope it looks this good in real life. Anyways, they're rocking the yellow. Remind me of that. What a trash jersey. Okay, bro. Buying a Leeds Kids United fan? I just know it's Man United. Joking. I want that. Leeds, good luck in the championship, bozo. Hey, fairly sure Leeds stayed up. I almost said we. Prime might be doing cheap Brazil shirts for the World Cup. United fan can't wear Leeds, Liverpool, and City. That's a basic rule. I don't care, bro. I don't care. And then we've got Red Bull's rear wings as well. So we've got these little winglets. Okay, Mercedes is cooler. But interesting. Interesting. If these are the only two teams who did this, L to the other teams for not thinking outside the box. Wait, Loki does look like a dog. What the fuck? Leclerc and Ferrari toxic relationship. Okay. We've already had a crash this weekend in F3. Someone crashed. If you don't know, they run F2 and F3 practice on a Thursday just to make sure there's enough time for all the sessions. Yeah. Were there any other options on the table when you put the pen to paper this time around? There were, yes. I'm not going to say who. They can say if they want. Lol. Who do you think it was? Probably Aston. Probably Aston and the other teams at the back of the grid. According to Peluso, Formula 1 passion journalist in the paddock, Formula Passion journalist in the paddock, Sir Lewis used the simulator in preparation for Monaco. So he lied, is what you're telling me. He lied. He's a liar. Verstappen first up. I come the next three, and Verstappen faces the first question. I don't know how the car is going to feel tomorrow. Monaco can give you some surprises, but realistically, the car is okay at low speed. But hey, you need to be good on the bumps and the curves, and we are not. That's his opening salvo then. We want more grip, more power, the tires to work in a better operating window. You want to be better everywhere. In Montreal, we were lacking in straight and in the corners. The ride over the bumps, we were not the best. We will see qualifying as the highlight of the weekend and where you need to perform. McLaren with their own iteration of an actuator pod in Monaco as well. Also, McLaren's brought one as well. Crazy, man. This is crazy. I love this. So we really don't know. There's no straight mode this weekend, so they don't need the mechanical piece that makes the wing go up and down. So they've replaced it with all these other fucky bits. Insane, man. Changes to Monaco. Movement of the entry gate at the front of the grid. Track resurface, pit exit right-hand side. Extended new debris. Okay. We'll see if we notice any of them. Supporting Ferrari in 2004. Supporting Ferrari in 2025. I think the penalty is debatable. Okay. Is that the friend in question behind him? Who's the friend in question? My friend needs a girlfriend, please. Okay. The far end of the Monaco paddock has been extended to make room for Cadillac. There used to be schools in the way. There used to be a school. You're telling me we bulldozed some kids to make room for Cadillac? Rip. Rest in peace. An incredible achievement for the team, past and present. I write to you on this truly special occasion, 1,000 Grand Prix. Oh, wrong thing. $1,004th race. 999th start. It should be both races, both drivers start the race. No, I think it's just McLaren wanted to do Monaco instead of Barcelona. I write to you on this truly special occasion, 1,000 Grand Prix at a pinnacle of motorsport and more than 6 years in Formula 1 and in the hearts of millions of fans around the world. Today we celebrate not only the victories and achievements, but also the people behind them. I would like to congratulate every member of McLaren family, past and present, whose dedication, talent, and commitment have made this extraordinary journey possible. May the next 60 years be as inspiring as the first, and may another 1,000 races bring even more unforgettable moments. Thank you, McLaren, and congratulations on this historic achievement. Do you scrunch or fold? I'm a scruncher, man. I'm a scruncher. Sorry to tell you. I'm a scruncher. Scrunch with maybe a fold at the end, if you're lucky. Yeah. I imagine if they both DNS. That's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. What's up, TK? I'm so disappointed. Don't be disappointed in my ways. If it works for me, it works for me, you know? Everyone just joined, but I'll be able to join tomorrow. So happy birthday. Appreciate it, Sarah. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Neanderthal. I am outraged. This is outrageous. What if I told you I'm a scruncher and a stander? No, I don't stand anymore. I don't. I used to. I was a scrunching stander for years. Wait, F2 did practice today? Yeah, F2 and F3 did practice today. Been working on F1 Edge, a Discord bot that gives AI-powered race predictions and fantasy picks for every race weekend. AI logo. Get out of here. What did Charles do? I see Brake smoking. Hannah said she's getting a hot lap in Monaco with Aston Martin this weekend. I am quite jealous. Isn't that normal? Isn't that normal for brakes to do that when you're on a hot lap? The amazing digital footprint. Standing is fine. Why is standing fine? How challenging will quali be with 22 cars?
Probably pretty, but I mean, F3 had a practice session with a lot more cars on track, so it'll be tough. I mean, it's already been tough in previous years with people not getting out the way in the right places and things, so it's tricky. The thing is, when you do split it up into other sessions, you have 2 sessions, someone's always going to be unhappy because you're either going to be the first group and complain about the second group or vice versa. So I think you get more people complaining in some essence if you split it up into 2 different sessions. At the same time, like if people just actually look in the mirrors and use the radio for the reasons it should be used for, which is to give the drivers.
I feel like we're gonna have a bad crash from practice for quality today.
I think it should be fine, but
like from like
people don't
checking
seem to do
up
that very
and
often. So
the battery and like
it's I don't
know.
Remember a couple of years ago? No.
I don't.
No.
Me? Oh yeah, I took a penalty, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I don't think it's going to be terrible, but only if people get out the way in the correct places and things like that. As soon as people try and take the mick with things, then it starts to become a big problem.
Fairs. Cannot see a dog. Can't not see a dog. Oh my god. I'm fried, bro. I'm fried. It does look like a dog. It does look like a dog, to be fair. Alright. That is all the news. I'm assuming we're probably going to get some more stuff coming out from the paddock, considering media day is still happening. Let's have a look at Kim Illman. Let's have a little fashion review of everyone coming to the paddock today. Who we got? Who's first in the paddock? Hometown hero Charles Leclerc has arrived at the circuit ahead of his home Grand Prix. Just wearing kit. Boring. Okay, he's got black pants. Okay, dead fit. Sergio in team kit as well. We've got the Audi boys rocking the yellow. Why did Adidas make shirts like this, which is so like tight fit? Make it oversized, man. Lewis rocks up on his scooter, but he did rock up on the Ducati though. Looks like Kim didn't get any photos of that. Big baggy pants with the red shoes as well. George with team kit. Antonelli in team kit. Why is everyone in team kit today, man? It's Monaco. Go ham. Oh, this man ain't in team kit. He's in a grey button up. Neither is Lando. Woof. I like it. I like that fit. I like the fit. Imagine having big enough muscles, man, where you can wear a tight shirt like that and it look good. He is so beautiful. What a man you are. Manifesting another Lando win. And then we got catching up. Franco Colapino stopped for several minutes today to chat with his old team principal, James Vowles. That's nice to see. Okay, let's have a watch this Kim Illman video. Shout out Kim, shout out Kim. Or is there another video we can watch? Is there another video I wanted to watch? Kim Illman. Super Yacht. Yeah, let's watch this. This is the video I want to watch. I love.
G'day! Which F1 drivers own luxury yachts? You're about to find out. Plus, I'll show you yachts owned by a team principal and one team owner. And they're even more impressive than the drivers' yachts.
I've been to Monaco, not during Grand Prix. Crazy,
Last year,
man.
George Russell picked up a Pershing 6X. At 62 feet long, it's powered by twin V12 engines and it's quick. Top speed, 48 knots. That's about 55 miles per hour.
That's nothing.
Sleep 6 comfortably and worth more than $3 million US. Perfect to be ripping across to Cannes or down to Corsica on a day trip. And he's not just a customer, he's an ambassador for the brand. He was a guest at Pershing's 40th anniversary party in Capri. So did George pay retail for his 6X? No. As an ambassador, he could have received a hefty discount on the purchase price, or perhaps he's just been loaned the vessel in return for the ambassadorship. Only his team and Pershing will know the answer to that. Either way, he gets to unwind on the water in peace, away from fans and the media, in one of the best places in the world to own a yacht. I asked super yachts expert Johnny Dodge about all of the yachts you'll see in this video.
That's a fast boat, right? So more of it's not the boat I'd expect of it, you know. I think
he's definitely a yacht man.
Another recent acquisition is Charles Leclerc's stunning 102-foot Riva super yacht. It's called Sedici, which is 16 in Italian. And of course, that's his number that he races for with Ferrari. Charles and his new wife Alexandra, who actually features on numerous billboards around the circuit, took delivery of this gorgeous vessel in early May. It cruises at 24 knots and has a top speed of 28.
That is nice.
He's no newcomer to boat ownership, though, having previously owned a 48 Dolce
I'm not gonna lie, though. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, wait, go back to Charles' boat for a sec. I feel like there's not enough, like, outdoor area. Oh, okay, I didn't see up here. I was gonna say, like, you've got the front of the boat, but, like, there's not really, like, cover. And then down here is way too, okay, yeah.
Ownership, though, having previously owned a 48 Dolce Riva named Monza and a Riva 82-foot Diva. His new super yacht, once again from Ferrari sponsor Riva, and you may have spotted their logo on the arm of Charles' race suit. His new 102-foot Corsaro Super is much bigger and will require a captain and crew. He and Alexandra went to the La Spezia shipyard last month to accept their yacht.
See, that's the thing. If I was a yacht owner, I don't think I'd want, like, randos on my boat. You know what I mean? Like, I just want it to be, like, me and my friends and my family. I don't want some randos on my fucking boat.
From Italy's Minotti, and the cushions are from Thai silk specialist Jim Thompson. Up on the flybridge,
I love Kim. How the fuck does he know this shit?
They're selected exterior furnishings from Italy's Minotti, and the cushions are from Thai silk specialist Jim Thompson. Up on the flybridge, Charles added a pretty flash bar with an oversized grill and an ice maker.
Out of my pay grade.
If you're in Monaco, keep a lookout for that on the harbour.
That's an epic boat, and that one he can go travel around the Med in and enjoy and love. So highly recommend that one.
And a reminder too that I've got brand new stocks of bucket hats arriving shortly. You'll get
I needed the knowledge. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, guys, if you ever want to get your pillows, get them from that
now,
store
before
there.
I get onto Max and Fernando's yachts, let's have a look around this amazing harbour where many of the yachts that I'm talking about today will sometimes be spotted. And the modern port was completed in 1926 and is a huge asset for this small principality. There are 760 berths spread around this marina. And remember, you book a full week, and what you pay depends on where your boat is situated and how big it is. These trackside berths are the most expensive, though. An 89-metre boat will pay more than 150,000 euros for the 7 days. This runs from the Nouvelle Chicane down to Tabac. Most of these luxury yachts here are filled with corporates come the weekend.
But they have to go
big
back
to be on board. And yes,
when the
you do get to see a
sessions
of the
are on.
track, but more so, it's for the
See?
networking.
See
It's
how
for
they,
the
like-
fun and games, the partying, and then on a number of the boats, they have a different group come on at
Diplo,
night.
world's shittest
particularly
DJ.
Friday and Saturday. Now, yachts like these, which are worth 50-odd million US dollars, need a lot of work to prep for the 3 days that they'll have guests on board here. Catering crew are out there shopping at the moment. Deckhands are scrubbing and polishing. There's furniture being brought in, and you can multiply that by 150 super yachts. But where do they get their crew from? Well, they'll have a number on board already, but often they'll find people here on the jetties.
I'm holding my CV here, handing it out as much as I can. Hopefully someone wants me for the whole of the Grand Prix, or preferably the whole season.
And if a boat doesn't have anyone on board, they leave these baskets out for all the potential crew to leave their CVs in. One of the great things about being on these super yachts during Monaco GP week is the people watching. They go up and down here, particularly at night, and it's a cavalcade of people and some very interesting characters. I love it. Back to F1 F1 drivers, and Fernando has a custom-built 60 Sunreef Power Echo catamaran.
The
He's had it
fuck
since
is that?
2023. He loves to go slow on the water. Just relax.
Is that solar
in total
panels?
silence, in calmness. That was his dream. And he's not the first sports star to own one. Nico Rosberg and Rafael Nadal also own one. And they gave Fernando the thumbs.
Dude, do you guys remember who was there when we watched that video of Nico and Rafael Nadal on stream? That was the most awkward video I've ever watched.
Up for the first year, he employed a captain, but he did say he'd like to captain it himself. At this stage, I can't tell you whether he's achieved that dream.
Cruising around a bit slowly, solar powered, if that's what he wants in the retirement.
Now, a reminder to please hit that subscribe button so you get all of my F1 content. Now, why do so many F1 drivers want to have a yacht? Location. Monaco is the perfect place to own one. Plenty of sun, not too windy, and they can escape to sea where there's no fans, no pressure, just pure relaxation with friends and family. Max Verstappen owns a Mangusta Grand Sport 33 from Overmarine. He took delivery of the 33-metre yacht last year and named it Unleash the Lion.
I actually don't think I've seen Max's
commissioned
boat.
in 2023, sleeps 12 guests and 5 crew.
Yeah, now Max is talking. He's got the right boat, the right speed. That'll get him down to Saint-Tropez in about an hour from Monaco, so I love it.
It's moored just down the coast at Cap Dye, where the monthly price of a berth is just north
Different
of
worlds, man,
$12,000
different
US
worlds.
a month in high season. Even more during F1 week. And while many might think the upkeep and the price of a boat like this is crazy money, it's probably still cheaper than an equivalent-sized apartment in this city. Even renting a large apartment here can set you back well north of 50,000 euros a month. But if you think Max's yacht is big at 33 metres, it's dwarfed by the yachts of a team principal and a team owner. Now, I'll showcase those
I think I saw
vessels in a
Lawrence's
moment,
there
but
when I
does
was
Sergio
in Monaco.
Perez have his own yacht? Not yet, but he's in the planning stages. It'll be a 30-metre yacht. It'll be built in Spain and eventually sent to his home in Mexico. The majority of F1 drivers live in this area, the port of Fontvieille. Come race weekend, it's very easy to get on one of these Weir tenders and nip around into the harbour.
So this is our Wire 38. This weekend we take around 6 of these boats around for Red Bull Racing, 2 for Mercedes and different partnerships, and we take care of those during the whole weekend.
So this vessel is worth around €1 million, does 40 knots.
Fuck.
That's about 80 kilometres an
A
hour.
mil for
it's
that?
impressive to look at. Now, I've often shot drivers sitting in this exact same position, but I've never sat out here. And it's a really lovely feeling in this harbour. Of course, we do a 6 knots or so till we get out to open
Monaco's so
water.
nice.
Then there's a dart
I'd love to get
in
there for the
open
Grand Prix
water,
one day.
and then into Port Hercule. So this is a side of the Red Bull Energy Station that very few people get to see, certainly this close up. And this is where all 4 of the Red Bull drivers, and I'm talking V-Carb as well, they'll pull up here and then head straight up to the energy station. And that's it. We're on Red Bull's Energy Station 2026. And does
Red Bull
Pierre
drivers
Gasly
only.
or Franco Colapinto own a yacht? No, but both will almost certainly be on the water this weekend for the Monaco Grand Prix on the biggest vessel in this harbour, the Explorer Journeys Explorer 1. They were on Explorer 2 last year, and this was what a cabin looked like then. King bed, lounge, bathroom, and of course, a balcony overlooking this glorious
To be fair, that's kind of a
harbour. There's
vibe.
a gym for them to
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's really smart to have in Monaco because, like, going to Monaco, it's so fucked to find a hotel, and like I feel like something that limits the Monaco Grand Prix weekend from having more people is just there's no accommodation, and people don't really want to stay outside of Monaco and Nice because the trains end at like midnight, I believe, which is also dumb. Just run the trains 24/7 on Grand Prix weekend. So I think it's smart to have like a cruise ship there, which people literally, it's just used as like a hotel. I think that's good. I think, you know what I mean? Like, I'd consider staying on that rather than fucking going in and out of fucking Nice.
This was what a cabin looked like then. King bed, lounge, bathroom, and of course, a balcony overlooking this glorious harbour. There's a gym for them to work out in, 6 restaurants, and 12 bars and lounges. But don't bank on seeing them in those bars and lounges because they have plenty of work to do over this coming weekend. And one of the best parts about staying on a ship like that is it's an 8-minute walk to the paddock. And why are they staying there? Well, that boils down to the fact that MSC, which owns that shipping line, is a major sponsor of Alpine. It was a perfect fit. If you're on board that ship this weekend, you might run into the boys, or even me. And now for a team principal, Toto Wolff from Mercedes. Toto bought his Mangusta 165 in 2023, priced at more than $25 million.
Fuck!
And his name V. It's a model or 2 up from Max's Mangusta, at 50 metres long. Toto's has a top speed of 25 knots, and like Max's, it can sleep 12 guests and 5
Now that,
crew. And does it have
this is what I mean by like, if I was buying a boat, this is what I want. Like so much outdoor area. Then you've got outdoor area with cover, and then you've got half cover, not half cover, like
25 knots, and like Max's,
so
it
nice.
can sleep 12 guests and 5 crew. And does it have a jacuzzi on the front deck? It sure does. And what a way to unwind.
Yeah, now he's got the big boy boat, and again, being the team principal, I think he's picked the right one to relax with the family on that and get away from everything.
Lawrence Stroll has one of the biggest yachts in this harbour, and that's it. Right behind me, Faith. Now that was the name of his previous 96-metre yacht, which was sold to Nicholas Latifi's dad, Michael. The new Faith, worth around $225 million, is slightly shorter, but requires a sizable crew. It even has a glass-bottom swimming pool, helipad, and beach club.
Now that is just
Helipad.
the most unbelievable yacht you're ever going to see.
His son Lance will definitely be staying on board during race week, and he'll be taking a tender to and from the paddock. And that's the jetty where most of the drivers are dropped off, including Lance Stroll. The walk's about 100 metres to the tightly packed paddock, which will have a new team hospitality suite in it this year, that of Cadillacs. Plus, Audi and McLaren have new
I don't like
hospitality suites that we're seeing for the first
Audis.
time. And when you book
Cadillacs
a berth
and
in
McLarens
Monaco
looks nice though.
Harbour, you book it Monday to Monday. And this is changeover day, Monday prior to the Grand Prix weekend. At the moment, boats are coming and going. And because things are so busy here, there are boats and yachts that are moored next to each other, not on a jetty in the middle of the harbour. And this jetty here, which is quite close to the track, has some of the cheapest mooring rates because simply these boats are small. And this is where some of the biggest yachts are housed. In fact, Libertex will be on a boat here, and I'll be doing a separate video about that on the weekend. Certainly Monaco is the ideal place for an F1 driver to A, live, and B, own a yacht, ideally a super
Good
yacht.
vid, Kim.
Now, before you go, could you please hit that like button for those
Good vid, good
unsubscribed,
vid.
and click on this button.
I learned so much from the Kim vids. Guys, be sure to give that video a like and a view if you watch it on stream here. But guys, that is it for our Grand Prix preview. Thought I'd just end it on off with a little Kim video. Or any little bit last bits of news. Oscar Paddock Pass wasn't working and security took him away. Bro got detained. Albon, does Monaco offer great possibilities for you and Williams? Yeah, well, there's no groundhogs in Monaco, so it should be a bit smoother. He's jinxed it. He's already fucking jinxed it. Whoa. Special livery for Audi. This weekend in Munich, Audi will honor Tazio Novolari with a special livery photographed here in the pits by our reporters, featuring the addition of yellow, the color he wore when racing. Even the drivers upon arrival this morning. Wow. Random last-minute special livery. So that's why they're rocking yellow. Love yellow. And then instead of red, it's going to be yellow. Okay, this is going to look sick. I love yellow. I think it looks really, really good, actually. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, another special livery. Not too much of a... It's more just like an adaptation to their livery rather than a special livery. But, yeah. Cool, cool. They didn't hype it up. You know what I mean? If you're going to do a special livery like this, you don't need to hype it up. Anyways, guys, that is it for our Grand Prix preview. Thank you all for tuning on in. If you're watching on YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch. We're always live. I will be live tomorrow for Practice 1 and Practice 2, as well as F2. But yeah, YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below. Be sure to like. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Monaco Grand Prix. Bye-bye.